If you're thinking about buying the COROS Apex 2, a GPS running watch promising awesome battery life and advanced training features, hold on. I was ready to crown this watch the best bang for your buck in the endurance sports world. But here's what surprised me. After diving deep, I found some issues that could totally change your mind. Not everything shines under the sapphire glass surface. Let me take you on a no-fluff, honest ride through the COROS Apex 2 and why it might not be the perfect watch for you despite all the hype. Ready for the truth? Keep watching because in the end, I'll share why it's still worth considering if you fit the right profile. Now, before we go any further, who exactly is the COROS Apex 2 for? If you're a serious runner, triathlete, or outdoor enthusiast who craves detailed training plans, third-party app integration, and insane battery life that goes up to 75 hours on GPS mode, this watch might seem like a dream. It boasts compatibility with platforms like Strava, Komoot, Training Peaks, and even Adidas Running, making it a potential game changer. But just like your favorite high-carb meal that promises energy but sometimes leaves you sluggish, this watch has some catch points. Let's unravel them. First off, the design. The COROS Apex 2 uses premium materials, grade 5 titanium alloy with PVD coating and a sapphire glass screen. That sounds tough, right? It is. It feels like wearing a mini shield on your wrist. Plus, the nylon band is a comfy companion for long adventures. However, despite the tough exterior, the user interface can be a little sluggish and unintuitive. It's like the watch's brain is still learning its ABCs, while the hardware is flexing at the gym. For such a sophisticated watch, I expected smoother menu navigation and faster response times. Have you ever tried to swipe quickly on a screen only for it to lag and kill your momentum? Yeah, not the vibe for those mid-run checks or quick workout changes. Now, let's talk about battery life, a highlight feature. 75 hours with GPS on and 30 days with daily use. Those numbers alone sound like a survival trick for ultras and multi-day treks. And yes, the battery performance did impress me in most real-world tests. However, there's a frustrating twist. Battery life can significantly decrease if you activate some of the advanced training features or connect multiple third-party apps. So, while COROS advertises 75 hours in practice, you might get closer to 50 or less when pushing the watch hard. Think of it as ordering a diet soda and getting regular Coke because someone forgot the fizz. Disappointing but not deal-breaking if you plan your adventures well. Here's a quick rehook. Ever wondered if the price today really matches the value? At around $279, the COROS Apex 2 sits in mid-range GPS watch territory. That's impressive specs for the price, but is it the perfect match for your wrist and workout goals? Spoiler alert. The answer isn't straightforward and the devil's in the details. But before we go into those, let's address one of the biggest complaints from users: the app and ecosystem. COROS Training Hub lets you create structured workouts, sync plans from your coach, and analyze recovery, sleep, and fitness gains. Great, right? But users have reported that the app interface isn't as polished or comprehensive as those offered by Garmin or Polar. Syncing can sometimes lag, causing frustration. Imagine planning your whole week's training smoothly only to have your watch stubbornly refuse to update workouts. I mean, we rely on tech to make training easier, not turn it into a mini game of patience and trial and error. And to add to the humor, if this watch had a personality, it would be the slow friend who means well but always arrives late. On the sleep tracking front, COROS Apex 2 tracks deep, light, and REM sleep stages, a feature usually reserved for pricier models. That's fantastic for those serious about recovery. But while the data collection is solid, the insights and recommendations feel a bit dry. No bedtime stories here to help you improve sleep habits, just raw data. It's like getting your report card with grades but zero feedback on how to improve. However, This is a minor gripe because the accuracy is generally reliable, especially compared to other wearable tech in this price range. Here's a little joke break to keep you motivated. Why don't watches ever get lost? Because they always know their seconds. But I have to say, sometimes the COROS Apex 2 loses track of seconds when you really need precise lap timing, especially in triathlons or interval sessions where every split counts. Speaking of multisport athletes, the watch supports a wide range of activity modes: running, cycling, hiking, swimming, and even open water swimming. It's versatile, which is great, but the quick transitions between modes can feel clunky. I tried switching between modes mid-run, and the watch took longer than expected to register the change. This may not ruin your workout, but when you're aiming to shave seconds off your PB, every delay matters. Another twist that caught me off guard. The GPS accuracy is solid but sometimes inconsistent, particularly in urban canyon environments with tall buildings or dense forests. On some runs, the GPS tracks flawlessly. On others, it gives you that zigzag pattern that makes you question if you took a detour through Narnia. So, if you're someone who runs street marathons or ultra-trail runs, be prepared for some GPS hiccups. Many promise time. Keep watching, because soon I'll reveal the one underrated feature that might make you want to overlook these problems. Now, let's discuss the build quality versus comfort. Titanium is not only strong but surprisingly lightweight, making the Apex 2 durable without feeling bulky. That's a massive plus for long-distance runners who hate the feeling of wearing a mini brick on their wrist. The nylon band adds breathability and easy adjustability, which a lot of metal strap fans envy. However, for those with sensitive skin, some users have reported mild irritation after extended wear. So, a quick tip: test it on short workouts first before committing to ultra-distance runs. Also, the watch's size might be a bit large for smaller wrists, making it less appealing for women or anyone with slim wrists aiming for a discreet look. Here's another joke to lighten things. Why did the watch go to school? To improve its timing. But seriously, the Apex 2 tries hard to be the perfect training partner. Sometimes it nails the timing, sometimes it takes the scenic route. If you're wondering about updates and customer support, COROS regularly pushes firmware updates that fix bugs and add features, which shows dedication. However, some users have noted that firmware updates occasionally cause new issues, leading to a bit of a roller coaster feeling. The support team is generally responsive, but can take some time to address complex technical challenges. For some of us, that's like telling a bad joke, funny but with a delayed punchline. Now for runners obsessing over metrics, Apex 2 stands out with detailed VO2 max tracking, recovery advisor, sleep analysis, and even allows syncing workouts directly from your coach. This connectivity makes it perfect for athletes working with training professionals or those who thrive on structured guidance. However, if you're a casual runner or gym rat who wants quick stats and easy setup, this watch might feel like overkill, or even intimidating. Here's a twist. Despite all these drawbacks, I found the COROS Apex 2's battery life and GPS tracking combo especially compelling for ultra-runners and outdoor adventurers who prioritize durability and endurance over flashy features. If you're training for a 100-mile trail race or multi-day hike where charging options are scarce, the Apex 2 holds its own remarkably well. Let me wrap this up on a positive note. The COROS Apex 2 has flaws, some interface glitches, occasional GPS quirks, and an app that's not the prettiest. But its standout battery life, titanium build, and advanced training features give serious athletes an incredible tool. At $279, it strikes a solid balance between price and premium features, especially if you're willing to accept some minor inconveniences for long-term reliability and detailed tracking. If you're that athlete who values tough build quality, epic battery life, and integrations with apps like Strava and Training Peaks, the COROS Apex 2 deserves consideration. Plus, the sapphire glass and titanium alloy really make this watch feel like you're wearing a piece of future tech, not just a timepiece. So, should you buy it? If you want the best possible accuracy and streamlined user experience with spotless customer support, maybe wait for the next generation or competitors. But if you want a rugged GPS watch that won't die mid-hike and offers comprehensive training tools without breaking the bank, this might just be your next wrist buddy. Before you go, prices on Amazon fluctuate fast, so if you're interested, check the link in the description below for the best current deal. Snap it up while it's hot, because, unlike your favorite song, this price doesn't stick around forever. Thanks for sticking with me through this detailed breakdown. And remember, when it comes to tech, it's all about finding the right fit for your goals, not just what looks good on paper. Now go out, conquer those miles, and happy running.